Welcome back to week 6. I want to go through your assignments this week just so you're clear about what you need to do. All right, so when we look at the reading assignments for this week, you'll see that we are going to finish the novel The Bluest Eye, so that's exciting. We only have 21 pages to go. This is an optional reading. It's an example of a literary analysis essay on the bluest eye written by a professional writer that you might want to take a look at. And thirdly, there is a video on writing introductions and conclusions that I've made for you, which might help you in filling out this week's outline. All right, our quiz this week is on The Bluest Eye as a whole. It's 10 questions. You have 2 chances, 45 minutes each. Make sure you use your book and your notes to do the best that you can on the quiz. We have a discussion this week on The Bluest Eye as a whole as well, really reflecting on the book. What I want to know is not necessarily whether you liked it, but what it made you think about, how it made you feel, how it connects to you or things that you see and observe in your life. We want to think back to that article we read at the very beginning of the course about what literature does for us and apply that to our reading of this book. If there is a quotation or a moment that really stands out to you that you liked, feel free to include it with your post. I know there were a lot of sections that I starred or highlighted where, the language was beautiful or Morrison said something interesting, so feel free to include those as well. And the last thing for this week is your literary analysis essay outline. All right, so last week you brainstormed some thesis statements to me, and now what I want you to do is choose a thesis statement and create an outline for your paper. This is going to be a lot more detailed than the informal outlines we've done in the past so that you can really think through the organization and support of your paper. What I've done is created an outline template here that you can download. We'll take a look at it together. And it basically outlines the whole paper. So it has 5 paragraphs, introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph. What you'll do is just type right into this document, save it to your computer, and upload it onto Canvas. All right, so for the introduction, 3 main parts. Your hook, something to catch your reader's attention, draw them into the paper. Some things you want to summarize from the book. You don't necessarily have to give a summary of the whole book, but the things that apply to your thesis, to your focus for the paper, and then you have your thesis statement here at the end of that paragraph. You'll see that this outline really sets you up to write the paper. In fact, you could even just get rid of these headings eventually, and then turn this into your draft by filling in things in between. The body paragraphs include a topic sentence, which should explain one point or one detail from your thesis. And then you also want to provide some support here. Quotations, paraphrase, summaries. It doesn't necessarily have to be complete sentences, but make sure you have the page number so that you can cite it later and go back to it. You'll do that for the 3 body paragraphs. And then for the conclusion, you want to start by summarizing the main points of your paper in different words than you've used already. And then end with something interesting. Why is this important? What's the larger significance? One of my teachers used to always write on our papers, "So what? Why is this important?" So think about that as you're working on the conclusion. All right. I did have a note here. I know some of you are averse to outlines and it's not been a part of your process, and I understand that. So if that's you, that's okay. We're just going to work your process around it. So what I'd like you to do is, instead of starting with the outline, do some free writing or brainstorming first to get your ideas down, and then take the ideas from the writing that you do and organize them into this outline. It will help you to see if you're missing anything, if you're staying focused on your thesis. It's a way to check for focus, comprehension, development, that sort of thing. All right, good luck everyone, have a great week, and let me know if you need anything.